Don't tell me he's gonna do this. Wait in. You can see me though, yeah?
Yeah.
It does this all the time, man. Like, well, after I do like 2 interviews, it just does this. Let me
Bro,
see if, let me restart this. Actually, I got it. It's cool. Got you.
it's cool.
Yeah, I
You
got
got
you.
me.
Yeah. Bro,
Yeah,
what are you doing, man? What said you on a walk?
Fam, I'm chilling, innit? I'm chilling. How
We're
are you, bro? How are you?
social distancing, yeah?
Bro, there's no one around me, innit? There's no one around me. There's no one around me.
You
So
know what?
yeah,
This is funny, man.
social distancing in full effect. How come you're saying that I'm always busy, bro? Like,
When you
where
told,
am I
I
busy?
told you, sorry, but I asked you last week and you're like, you didn't respond for a whole week. I'm like, I don't know where
Yeah,
you are,
'cause
man.
bro, I had like so many gigs to do last week. It was a bit mad, you know.
Gigs.
Yeah, man. Like all over the place, innit? Like all the
What
clubs
you
and
been
that are
doing?
popping in it. I told you, I had gigs to do in it.
No, you didn't. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me nothing. I don't know what you're lying for. You didn't tell me
I'm
nothing.
gassing, I'm gassing, I'm gassing, I'm gassing.
You've been doing
Obviously,
them IG lives, man.
I haven't been doing any lives. I haven't done I haven't gone live on IG
Yeah.
once yet. We did a Twitch stream with D James Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you tune in?
No, I should have.
Why?
I should have.
Yeah, why didn't you tune in?
I said, no, I don't know what I was doing. Saturday. Oh,
Mm.
Saturday I was away. Saturday I was away. I
Oh,
took
where
a
were you?
drive.
You took a
Took a
drive.
drive. Yeah, I took a drive.
Where to, bro? Come on, you can't be
Bristol,
going anywhere,
Bristol.
you know. Why? Why Bristol? You can't
Seeing
be going in.
cousins, man. I was seeing my cousin.
Oh, dope. That's good. That's
That's
good.
fine. I've got to make sure the family's okay, innit?
Yeah, of course. Of
But bro,
course.
how you been keeping yourself busy? Because I don't know if you're busy or if you're not doing anything. I don't really know because you deleted everything off your Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Were you
obviously,
rebranding?
yeah, yeah. Because the Instagram was a bit messy, and
Yeah.
obviously, you know how it goes. Sometimes, like when you're looking at Insta and you're trying to push a certain thing. Right now, I'm really trying to push the Afrobeat stuff
Yeah.
more than anything, because obviously, you know, we play everything, but Afrobeats is really what I'm trying to be about more than anything. So that's why all the posts going forward, most of them are going to be Afrobeats related.
So we're gonna get into a little interview here. So how did DJing start for you? How did everything get involved? How did you get
Yo,
involved?
started for me. It started I think 4 years ago. So I used to be a promoter in
Yeah.
town, running around, you know, doing all the promo stuff, like working street team, you know, trying to fill these clubs. And then I met Jam. I'm not sure if you know Jam
No.
DJ. So I met him on a shift when I was working in the club,
Yeah.
and then it went from there pretty much. Because I was like, yo, like, how'd you do this? Like, you know, it's a vibe in here. I want to be able to kind of, you know, create a vibe for people and, you know, not have to do street team in it and
Mm-mm.
work PR and whatnot. And then he taught me how to DJ basically. And pretty much the year after he taught me how to DJ, I was already spinning.
Yeah. So was that just through connections with him as well, or?
Mainly, yes. My first gig was a connection through him. My first residency, which was at Riverside, was a connection through him.
So how did you kind of pick up the skills? Was that from before, 4 years ago, or did you kind of just learn it through
I
him, or?
think it was from before because I've always been into music.
Yeah.
I might have a few rap videos on YouTube if anyone can go find them.
Well, you
Please
can't even
don't.
find your own. You can't even find your own videos.
No, I can find them in it, but I'm just saying, no one go look for them in it. No one go look for them because it's awful. But I've always been into music and I've dabbled in and around it,
Yeah.
anyways. So I picked it up quite fast, and then just went from there, really.
What DJs do you look up to in the scene?
Oh, that's a good question. You know, that's a good question.
Be
That is a
careful what you
very
say
good
in it.
question.
You got relationships with people, man.
Yeah, that's a good. I think before I started to spin, and when I was just learning, obviously I didn't know like tons of DJs apart from the DJs in my immediate circle and in my immediate vicinity.
Yeah.
And at that time, I looked up to the DJs that were already in the clubs that were popping around this area. Do you get what I mean?
Mm.
So as times progressed, and obviously like I've been DJing for a while now, innit? Like 4 years. It's still early days, anyways. I guess the DJs that it's a broad range. Like I
Okay,
look up
so
to
stop
so many
stalling and
people.
please get down to
I look
the.
no, because like there's no direct answer, because like I look up to so many people for different
Okay,
things.
free. Okay, give me free. Give me free.
If I why are you making this so hard? Because everyone's different, and the thing is, right, what I'm
Give
trying to
me.
say is
Okay,
everyone's
give me one.
different,
Give
and
me one
everyone's
for.
dope in their own right, innit? Do you get what
Give
I
me.
mean?
Okay,
Like,
give me one for like skills, like scratching and all of that. Give me one for mixing, and just give me one for like in general that you just like look to.
right, for okay, if it's scratching, I'd say
Yeah.
that I look up to most is Puffy.
Hmm.
And what was the other one you asked for?
Um, just type mixes and like genre selection and stuff like that.
Type mixes, I look up to D James 100%. If you've been listening to his radio
Yeah, yeah.
show, the mixing is just mad. The mixing is always on point. It's next for me, anyways. It's next to none when it comes
Yeah.
to mixes. D James radio mixes just bang differently.
And then the third
What's
one,
third
just
one?
like in general, is there someone, a DJ that you just look up to and you're like, I'd love to do a set with them or,
In general,
yeah.
I love to do sets with many people. Um, it's like it's like you're giving me too many options, isn't it? Who would I say? Who would I say? Who would I say? It has to be somebody that I haven't DJed with before, innit?
Yeah.
Who would I say?
Alright, okay, let's skip that
It's tough.
question because you're just
It's a
you're
tough
just
pick.
stalling.
No, I'm not stalling. It's a tough pick, innit? Because I'd love to DJ with bare people, innit? It's a tough
Yeah.
pick. It's a tough pick.
So why did you, I already know this because I asked you this when I was DJing with you, but why did you get involved with DJ City? And like how did you get involved?
Well, I got involved because at the time there was nobody doing the Afrobeats at DJ City,
Yeah.
and I actually got introduced by Jam to play, who obviously then, I told him really like I really want to be like about Afrobeats, etc., etc. Let me see what I can bring to the table in terms of Afrobeats, and then it just went from there in terms of DJ City.
Okay, so I asked this question to Kieran J before, and I was on live with Ironic, and he was saying that with the intros, has it been a cheat way for DJs to mix? Do you think that?
Has it been a cheat way? I don't
Like
think I
because
don't think
yeah, yeah,
I
go.
don't think so. I don't think so because regardless whether you got an intro or not, you still have to mix the song in it.
Yeah.
You still have to mix the song regardless whether it's been an intro or not. And I think some people do it very well without intros, and I think some people don't do it well with intros, you know. And it also
But do you think
depends
it's
on
helped
where
in the
you're at,
clubs
because
as
like
well?
um I don't quite understand what you mean, whether it's helped, because
In the sense of, so let's say you got a cappella, you drop the intro, the other song, it sounds good together, stuff like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think in that term, in that regard, then yes, definitely helps. It can only enhance your set, really.
Yeah. So what type of DJ would you say you were? Would you say urban? Would you say bashment Afrobeats? Would you say multi-genre?
I'd say urban, but
Is there a specific
like I
genre you
said,
kind of DJ to though?
to be honest, there's no specific genre because for me, anyways, it's always been about the crowd.
Yeah.
Luckily, most of the gigs that I do are urban, so I'm not really like trying stressing about what I'm playing, but generally it's about the crowd in it and what the crowd are feeling for me, anyways.
So
So
if you look back, yeah,
I'd
yeah,
never
carry on.
rock up to a gig thinking that I'm gonna play a specific set. I'm just ready for anything, really.
Mhm. So if you look back at like your last 4 years, is there anything you would do differently to how you started, or
My last 4 years, what would I do differently?
like would you started
Nah,
production quicker, or would you started?
I would have definitely started production quicker. Definitely. Because right now, the production thing is more of a case of it's just starting off, and I feel like There's a future in production.
Yeah. Why are you looking so serious, man?
Bro,
Chill,
you
man.
know
I
what
mean,
my
like,
you
why are
know
you
what my one
sweating?
problem is, yeah?
What?
I'm not sweating, but you know what my one problem is,
What?
isn't it? My one problem is I don't smile in it, and everyone around me knows that I don't smile in it. I got a serious face. I don't know why, bro.
But I
I
finished
can't
the
help it.
question and you're like, and I'm like a bit scared. I'm like, what's going on, man? I'm like, do you want to leave or like?
That's nah. That's my bad. Innit? I got a problem with not smiling. I know that.
So what scenes do you think are popping in the UK? I know you're gonna big up Newcastle, but like, what kind of scenes do you think DJ what like clubbing DJ scenes?
I think, well, obviously, Newcastle, innit? Where else?
Yeah, I said apart from Newcastle, innit?
Where else? You know what? Edinburgh's a vibe as well.
Edinburgh, okay.
Edinburgh is definitely a vibe. Manchester's a vibe as well.
You know what?
But
I haven't heard many DJs say Edinburgh though. That's yeah.
you need to check those guys out. You need to check those guys out. They're dope. Dope guys, some fun nights, and some fun drinking times that
Yeah,
we've
of
had
course.
in
I know you love
Edinburgh.
your alcohol, bro. I know.
Yeah, bro. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me
All right,
started.
what's been the most embarrassing moment during DJing? Was it through alcohol? What's happened?
Um, I don't know because when you're waved in
Because you
it, it
passed
kind of
out.
doesn't matter in it.
Because you
Like
passed
it doesn't.
out.
It does. I think. I think I've never passed out while spinning, luckily. But there's been times where I finished the set and couldn't walk afterwards because the liquor's strong in it. I think it's always more of a vibe in it when there's a little bit of liquor in the system.
Definitely. How are you like on the mic? Would you rather get host or are you kind of all right with that?
I've I've never done any mic work.
Never done mic work.
Nah, never done any mic work, but I'd love to do some
Is
more,
that because you don't
I
smile
think
as
it'd be
well?
dope. Uh, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're actually killing me. You're actually killing me. I don't know. We'll see in it. We'll see. Maybe soon in it. Maybe soon when I
Mm-mm.
can learn to smile some more in it.
Any overseas gigs that you want to do after quarantine? Any other countries or cities you want to play at?
Bro, there's plenty of overseas gigs that I want to do in countries that I want to play in. I couldn't do overseas gigs for a minute because of travel issues. So I've had offers to do gigs overseas, and obviously I've had to turn them down because of
Yeah.
some travel issues. So hopefully in the future, when I can travel freely, I'll be able to pick
So
up some
free
overseas
you
gigs.
up.
Yeah, that's if there's one thing that I'm looking most forward to in my career is kicking off the overseas stuff.
Is there a specific
Most
country for you?
definitely, most definitely. I want to DJ in France, bro.
France, okay.
Yeah,
Why
France
do you
is
like the French?
definitely
You
one
like the
there.
French music?
I like French music. I love French Afrobeats and French hip hop. It's dope. And Italy as well. Italy would be dope as well because we obviously know a few man from Italy, and I feel like the vibe generally from what I've seen when they came over, it's a good
Yeah.
vibe. It's a dope vibe.
Is there any cities that you felt are popping when you're DJing, especially?
Did you not just ask me that?
No, but I just asked you in like in your opinion. I didn't say DJing especially. But
What cities are popping in
in
general
general, yeah. But like this
in
is in
terms of
terms of where
nightlife?
you've DJed, like because obviously I know you DJed around the country, so
Um, I think with what you get everywhere is a bit different, innit? It's a bit different because
hmm
I feel like you can get away with more stuff in other areas,
yeah.
obviously, and how you'd run a set in specific city is different, innit? Like you wouldn't. I don't think you can. I think you can get away with more further down south you go, but at the same time, there is places like Edinburgh where you can get away with just the same level of stuff because the DJs there are already
Yeah.
popping, and they've kind of like schooled the people on what's dope and what's not.
Mm. What's your take on reality TV stars going into DJing? Are you against that, or are you like,
Bro, it is what it is, isn't it?
as it is
It
what
is what
it
it
is?
is. Like, what can you do with it? What can you do? What can you do? I think you can't be mad because in terms of all that kind of stuff, you can't hate the player in it. You just got
Yeah.
you can only hate the game, to be honest with you. And you know, for promoters and stuff like that and clubs, it's if they're gonna bring numbers in, they're gonna bring numbers, and at the end of the day, it's for everyone, it's about money, innit?
Definitely. But do you not think that because of this, it's taken a lot of up and coming DJ sets? So like,
Um, I don't think so, you know, because I think at the end of the day, we're all on our separate journeys as
yeah,
DJs, and if you really believe in what you do, and if you're dope at what you do, whatever you bring to the table, then surely you'll get to where you want to get. And so I could, I don't think, you know, anybody should be threatened by by other DJs as much. I know obviously like sometimes the game is like that and that people feel threatened by certain people, but this is why you
mm,
gotta come with your own vibe in it and try and outshine that if you can.
in your opinion, what makes a good DJ?
In my opinion,
Yeah. Are you
what
even a
makes a
good
good
DJ,
DJ?
man?
Well, this guy, you're a joker. You're a joker. You're a Um, I think what makes a good DJ is the ability to be able to read the crowd and play towards whatever the crowd are feeling.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
it? There's
what
nothing
else you want
else
to hear,
like,
bro? What else you
nothing
want to
else
hear?
like.
What else you want to hear,
Okay,
bro?
fine. Right, next question, yeah. Um, what tips would you give to up and coming DJs in the scene, like to keep active? Not just during this time, just in general, to keep their name out.
Just keep their name out. Just keep grinding in. I don't think there's one specific formula, um, because obviously there'll be different formulas for different cities. You know, you might get lucky. You might have 10,000 followers on Instagram and get a gig. So there's so many
I
variables.
don't gas your following, man. You got
There's so many.
11.1K or whatever.
And you know what? I didn't say that on purpose. You know, I didn't say that on purpose. Actually didn't say that on purpose.
Do you think do you think like that helps you though with you
No,
having 11,000 followers getting gigs? You don't.
no, I didn't. I didn't. I haven't always had that amount of followers, and I don't think followers matter unless you're an actual star, anyways,
Mm.
and you're
Like,
popping in other ways.
so how do kind of promoters look at the kind of situation? Like, do they like especially in Newcastle, like there's a lot of competition. So how do they kind of choose who to book?
I think promoters choose to book people not based off following as such. It's often I think often it's guest DJs that get booked on certain factors, not the
Yeah.
DJs that are already in and around the city. The DJs that are in and around the city are getting booked for particular reasons, not not so much to do with social media. I don't think.
Mm. How do you kind of like utilize your social media to keep yourself active in the scene? Like, I know you've deleted everything, but how are you kind of rebuilding it?
Well, social media, innit? So, you know, or you know what is it's a business tool, it's a marketing tool. It's where everyone's gonna see what you're about, really,
Yeah.
innit? And that's the only way. That's the way that you should be using social media to make sure that you showcase your talent and what you want to do and what you want to be about.
So there's gonna be a lot of mashups coming from you.
Yes, plenty. Come on, come
That's what I'm
on,
waiting for. I'm waiting for, man. And like, you need to send me
come
some.
on.
You owe me. You owe me, man. I was
I
waiting
know,
six
I
weeks.
know. But you know what I'm like in it. I know you know what I'm like in it. Like you'll ask me for something in it, and I'll just forget, fam. My mind moves faster than what
Alright,
my fingers
let
can
me
in it.
put this out there to everyone listening. Basically, I asked him what about a month and a half ago for a song, and he didn't. You know, he only replied like 2 weeks ago, going, "Oh shit, I forgot to send it."
Yeah,
But
but
I got it off someone.
you got it in the end.
Yeah, but that's not
You
the
got it
point.
in the
That's
end,
not the
innit?
point. That's not the point.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna release some packs soon, anyway, isn't it?
Do I have to pay
Just
for
sit
that?
tight. Just sit tight. No,
Okay,
not
cool, cool, cool.
nah. Definitely not.
The funds are quiet. I don't. They're not there. They're not there
You
right
don't
now.
have to talk about. You don't have to talk to me about funds, fam. I already know. I already know.
Do you kind of regret kind of having DJing as your only job, or do you
Um,
do you kind of look back at it and be like, I should have got another job, or do you think, nah, there was no point?
nah, nah. I don't think I should have gone and got another job
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, when I came into DJing, it's all that I wanted to do. and it's still all that, mainly all that I want to do anyways. And obviously there's different kinds of people. Some people can take the time um to obviously have a job on the side, blah blah blah, which is fair play. But for me, it's always been about the music. So I've never really had or wanted to spread my time to other stuff.
Yeah. So turntable, CDJs, or controller, which one do you prefer?
Turntable, CDJ, controller. I don't think I have a preference, you know.
What you think you
No,
can?
no, no. You know what's right? If I could pick two out of the three, it's turntables and CDJs.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like
But okay. So let's
spinning
say you
off.
go to okay. Let's say they're in a club. Yeah, they've got one turntable, one CDJ. Is that cool? Or do you want two CDJs or two turntables?
In the club,
Yeah.
two CDJs, definitely two CDJs, because I can't trust myself liquored around turntables, innit?
And so
You
the
can't,
needles
but
going everywhere, bro. Needles going
definitely,
everywhere.
but definitely no to controller for me. But it's mainly because of plat size. I don't like the size of, obviously, unless you have a larger controller.
Yeah.
But then at that point, you might as well have a full,
CDJ
full
kind of.
setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's an expensive thing though. Like if you don't have it, I
Mm.
mean, obviously if you have it, cool. If you don't, cool. But
Oh,
do you think it's helped you a lot though? Like having a good setup.
yeah, but I think being able to DJ off different setups is more of a benefit. So I actually started off with a controller,
Yeah.
then I got CDJs, and then I got turntables. But I've still got CDJs, and I've still got a controller. I've still got all
Mm,
three, and I can switch in between the three if I have to. So for certain gigs, although I don't want to DJ on a controller, I might take the controller just because it's easier.
yeah. How's your take on like warm up DJs not playing their part? Have you had that before, or have you got a say in that?
It is what it is, isn't it?
I said it is what it is. Do you got, okay,
I say
okay. So
I
let's say the warm up DJ is playing all the bangers before 11:30, 12. You come on. Do you restart the whole night, or do you come on a bit earlier and be like, bro, that's you've had your time now?
Nah, you know what is right. The thing is, I don't think I've ever ran a set off bangers, off just like the fact that I'm gonna play banger after banger after banger
Yeah.
in it. That's I don't I don't like to just play bangers anyways. I like to sort of test the crowd and see where I can take them without having to play
See
bangers.
what
Like
they know.
bangers are always in reserve. Like for me, I feel like bangers are always in reserve and ready to
Yeah.
fire off when they need to be fired off. But mainly, you can find vibe everywhere outside the bangers.
True, true, true. What kind of makes your set unique?
Mm, good question. That is a good question. Um, I don't know. Because I don't think I've ever listened back to any one of my sets.
Probably because you're fucked, man. Probably because you're drunk. You're drunk is
Yeah,
like.
I don't. You know what's all the best sets you don't remember it. All the best sets you don't remember anyways.
What's been like the best setup? D James has joined as well. We're just talking about you, bro.
What up, James?
What's been your best set? Like, okay, that you can kind of remember and kind of.
I think one of my best sets was probably spinning with for Mr. Easy.
Okay.
That was a dope set.
What
Got on stage.
what was it about? What was it about the set?
The dope thing about the set is like I love those sets where you don't have time to get your camera out.
Yeah.
Those for me, those sets are always the best because I'm always like, I wish I could, take it back to that set. And it's a different vibe in it. Like when you don't
Mm.
have the time to get a camera and start recording and all this, you're actually in the
That's
moment.
when you're DJing.
Feel
That's when
like
you're
being in the
actually
moment.
DJing.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you're actually spinning in it.
Do you get like the
James
sweat coming in, lower back problems?
you know, James is saying what you're saying.
Look what he's saying. He's outside, fresh air.
Yeah, fresh air, getting that fresh air.
How are you finding this period? Like, are you a bit annoyed with the whole thing, or have you kind of needed the break?
I guess sort of just coming to terms with it really and getting on with it. I feel like it's definitely given more time for more work because you already know what it is with the job anyways. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, so it's not a case of you go and do your 5 hours at the club, you go home and you sit down. It's you go and you do your 5 hours at the club, you look at what you've played, you see where you can improve, and then you take it from there. Every day is work really.
Definitely.
So
What
I feel
advice
like
would
it's
you
just
give
more
to?
of that.
No, carry on.
I feel like it's just more of that, and it's dope because I've got time to sort my library out and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
it's important, it's hella important, and it's always a stressful situation sorting your library out.
Are you OCD with your library?
I think at the start I'm very OCD, but as the month progresses, because I try to sort it every month in it, as the month progresses, stuff just gets thrown in the new
You just
crate
get
in it, and
thrown in.
then you just go from there in it.
What advice would you give to DJs trying to get into the clubbing scene? Like, is there a way to go about it? What advice would you give?
Like I said before, I don't think there's a particular way to go about it at all, because
Yeah.
everyone's formula is going to be different at the end of the day.
You didn't really
What
have a
up?
way because you just got given it.
That's exactly what did not happen. I had to work hard. I had to do a few free gigs, plenty,
Yeah, but free. You're acting
plenty,
like free is not hard. Like, come on, man.
plenty free gigs. Yeah, but
Plenty of free
it's not
gigs.
hard.
Yeah.
It's not hard, but it's a fact that when it's all that you want to do and you ain't got an income coming in any
True.
other way, then you know what I mean.
But like for you, like your kind of advice would be just like network and go there kind of thing, or
I suppose network is definitely one of the most important things when it comes to spinning, anyways, because your connections can take you a lot of places.
Stop looking so serious, man. Smile, man. It's making me stressed.
But I've been
It's
smiling.
stressing,
How
man.
many times? How many times has man been smiling? Come on, man.
I've actually
Don't
never
put
seen
me
you
under
DJ and
pressure
smile.
like this.
I've never seen you DJ and smile, man.
Oh yeah, when I spin, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that, man.
Do you not think? Do you not think that you should be a bit more lively and like?
The funny thing is, isn't it? When I don't think you've never, apart from that time we DJ together in London, innit? Which is I
James
don't
goes
think
smile more, literally.
James can talk.
No,
This
actually,
guy never
no.
smiles.
Actually, you know what?
This
I
guy
saw when I
never
went.
smiles, bro.
Anyway, when I saw him at Cirque. Yeah, this guy never smiled. Like I went up to him to give a
You
request. Yeah, he
see?
was like, "Yeah, what?" That kind of thing.
Yeah, but bearing in mind, innit, right? You're saying I never smile. Every single photo that I've ever been caught in DJing, I've been smiling.
Trying to steal my whole.
It's a been. I tried to steal my whole bit.
Are you? Huh?
Like go through. I'm gonna send you some photos after this, innit, right?
Yeah.
Tell me in any of those photos that you see a photo of me not smiling whilst I'm DJing, because that's a lie. That's definitely a lie. When man's in the moment, innit?
How are you in the booth though? Like, do you invite people in? Do you want to create an atmosphere in the booth, or are you like, no, I don't want anyone inside. You want to just do your thing?
I feel like it's everyone but girls. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's not everyone, but you know what I mean. Like I prefer not to have
You don't
many
want
people.
the rum and
Like,
coke being spilt on the mixer.
nah, bro. Nah, never that. Never that.
I mean, I don't understand when that happens, man. I'm like, come on, just why don't you control who's coming in and out of the booth, kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's hard to control who's coming in and out of the booth when you're, because I'm quite focused when I'm spinning, unless I'm drinking, and when I'm drinking, then it's just a vibe in the party anyways,
Yeah.
and we run it that way. But at the very same time, you've always got to be wary about who you're letting in. But it's kind of hard to control that in situations where it's just generally a vibe, innit?
Who's the toughest DJ to work with?
The toughest DJ to work with? I don't know, I don't think anyone's
Do you think you're tough?
ever been tough
Do you
to
think you're
anyone.
tough to work with?
What do you mean by tough?
Like just in general, just in terms of like if you're working back to back on a set, or if you're coming on before the DJ or after this certain DJ, do you think there's anyone tough to kind of work with in that sense?
Nah, I think every experience that I've had spinning with somebody back to back has been quite smooth.
Yeah.
You know, and not never been tough really. And when you're going back to back with somebody, innit, you feed off their energy. So I
Mm.
feel like it will be tough if the energy about someone isn't right. But generally, everyone that I've went back to back with had dope energies.
Do you allow other DJs to kind of look at your Serato history to see what you've played, or are you fussed about that, or
I'm not fussed. Like
you don't
I
care
would
what
never
you'll give them
kind of.
the
I'm
laptop? Or you...
like I'd never, you know, put my laptop into AM mode in it. Like
Yeah.
I don't see the point because you could give me your laptop, I could give you my laptop. We're both gonna do two different things with it,
Mm.
regardless. Regardless.
I think it's just, yeah, like obviously it's different music, different genre, how you're gonna do your set, blah blah blah. Do you also have like a pre-prepared set, or do you kind of just do it freestyle, or just work off the crowd?
I feel like most times you might organize a set, particular set for a certain gig, but it
Yeah.
never really goes that way. It never really goes that way. You know what it is? I always do that. I always organize a set that I want to play, and then just completely go off on a mad tangent. Because like I said in it, it's
Yeah.
wherever the crowd want to take it in it for me.
Stop! Come on, man. You're like
What? I'm waiting for you to answer the
smile,
next
man.
question, innit? Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
because you just end like abruptly. I'm like, wait. We haven't even fit. Like, have you finished? What's going
Oh
on?
yeah, you have no idea. Try having a phone call with me, fam. I'll be talking. I'll finish what I'm saying. I'll hang up without saying bye.
All right, what's your take on like the UK kind of music scene at the moment? Like, obviously we had our Afro swing kind of going on, a lot of producers using that, and then where do you think it's going after quarantine?
Drilling it.
Drill, you think drill? But
I
how can
think
you play
drill. I
drill in a
think drill
club?
for
How
the.
can you play drill in a
I
club?
think drill. You can. Yeah. The thing is, right? Drill goes off in certain places, and I don't see. I don't see it going away anytime soon. Obviously, the
Yeah.
Afro swing stuff, it kind of came and went, but that drill sounds like it's here to stay in it, and you can never be mad at that. Really, just have
But
to live with it, innit?
do you not think it's hard because obviously the ladies kind of make up the dance floor, right? They can't dance to that.
Yeah, but this is why you have to find the balance, anyways.
Yeah.
Because I would never rock up to a gig and play 60 minutes of drill in it. I would never rock up to a gig and play drill for too long, anyways. When I play drill, I don't play it for extended periods in it. Maybe one
Mm-mm-mm.
or two tracks at a time. So if you balance it right, generally speaking, if you're a good DJ, you won't have a problem with playing drill in it
Yeah,
because you can bounce between different genres very easily in it.
definitely. Why is it that the US are kind of controlling the world at the moment with music? What do you think?
I don't know. I prefer American drill more than I do UK drill.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just. I don't know. I can't tell you why in it. It's just better for me.
Keisha
I can't
Becky is
tell you
that
why.
drill.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think?
Yeah, ish. It's like because H ain't
Ish.
drill. H ain't drill. That's the thing. So it don't. I don't know.
Yeah, but H being on that track doesn't define the fact whether that track is drill or not.
True.
Because remember, that's Ross's track to begin with.
Yeah. But like even with Keisha Becky, yeah, I don't even see myself playing that song anymore, man. Like
Why?
I think it's done. I think it was overplayed, and like going back to this as well, with songs dropping now, do you know how like what are you actually gonna play in the clubs afterwards? Because you see Tussie Slide Drake, would that even go off in the clubs after quarantine?
I think depending on how you're gonna play your set, you can make anything go off in it, depending on how you're gonna play your set. Because obviously, this might be a bit weird to compare it to, but how many times do you play old school music and it goes off?
A lot of times though.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
So if you play it in the right fashion, then it can go off.
But yeah, you say that, but then it's just like there's a lot of songs that have dropped this week, literally this week as well. That how are we gonna know? Because we haven't had that time to play it in a club. How are we actually gonna know if this actually pops? Like we're gonna have to maybe slip it in see what happens kind of thing. Like, you know, Young Thug's got his album, Future's got his new album out. Like, how do
Uh-huh.
we even know? How do we even know to play that in the clubs?
How do you know? Yeah, but it's like saying, how do you know how to play anything new in the club?
But no, but that's not. That's
Because you
because
never, you
that's because
never,
you've tried it.
you never really know. No, no, no. Because you never really know whether it's gonna pop off or not, do you?
True, true,
Until you
true.
play it in it. So you play it and find out.
And then just lock it off in 5 seconds if it don't work.
Exactly. Lock it off in 5 seconds.
How's your DJ City stuff going though, man? Like, are you keeping it updated? Because like a lot of
It's dope.
so this is the thing, right? A lot of DJs have been saying that it's getting better, but it used to not keep updated with especially with the UK tracks, like the UK drill tracks.
Well, obviously, you know that I do Afrobeats at
Yeah, you
DJ
do the
City,
Afrobeat.
innit?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you go onto DJ City and you change the filter to Afrobeats, you'll have intros from either me or James, and that's updated daily. So I can't really speak for any
You can't
other
comment. You
genre,
can't
but
comment on.
I can't comment on any other genre. But generally, things get released on DJ City every day. Plus, like I said, most people should check out their filters because their filters might just be showing them like US stuff and
Yeah.
not UK stuff.
So what's the next Eski edit? Are you keeping that under wraps?
I don't
Or?
know. I was thinking about that when I just dropped that video on Insta just before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know. You're not dropping
don't
that. You're
know.
not dropping that one you done on Insta on DJ City.
Which one?
That edit you done with Freak. Sorry.
Oh yeah. That'll be going up sometime this week. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna put a pack together anyways, which I'm gonna drop
Yeah.
in about 3 weeks time.
Cool.
Of course.
Man. Of course, man. But like, you need to come back to London.
Yeah, I
Like,
will, because that, what is spinning with you that day was a vibe as well,
that was jokes, man.
It was a vibe. I'm not even gonna lie to you, innit? It was
Yeah.
jokes, it was a vibe. Obviously, it was just you were on your own little vibe, and it was dope. I fully enjoyed that night, fam.
But
Fully
like,
enjoyed. You
that's.
shelled it
But then
down
you've
as well.
got definitely. But then obviously you got like the West End, like, and then you got rest of London. So it's like, do you want to get into like the West End, or do you want to go to different parts of London, like South London or East London?
Nah, I fully hear you, but you know what is? I haven't been out in London, like on an actual night out and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I've not been out in London at all, so it'd be dope to see what it's like, innit?
But
Usually, I don't like to travel to places much, innit, if I'm not spinning.
you're lazy, man.
Nah, it's not because I'm lazy, it's because I'm working, innit? If I'm working on a Saturday, I'm DJing anyways. Like, I can't just randomly be like, all right, cool, let me slide out for no apparent reason, innit? So it's difficult when you've got residencies and you're working, every Friday and Saturday at the least. Where are you gonna go, bro?
True. But bro, like, it's been a good discussion.
It's been dope, man.
Like, you're the worst to work with, but no, I'm joking.
Was I bad to work with when we spun?
No, but I'm talking about.
Made your life
I'm talking
easy,
about.
fam.
I'm talking about talking, just like in general. You're like, yeah, like silent.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, there's nothing. Like, what? Like, you know how hard it is to interview someone who just goes silent like that. Like,
I've never done an interview before in my life, innit, bro?
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Like 5 weeks ago, we would have been perfect to do this because I didn't know what to say either. Like, my interviews were maybe like 10 minutes, and then now it's going to like hours, 2 hours.
But did I not ask you? I was like, yo, what do you want me to talk about? Did I not ask you that? And I thought you were gonna do the Q&A thing, innit? Where
well, no one asked questions. No one asked questions.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking for
no one asked questions, man. Yeah, like if anyone asks questions, they're gonna put it in a Q&A. But that's the only happens when people ask questions.
I suppose I answered your questions anyways, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone else wants to ask any questions, put it down at the moment, but I don't think everyone's like, all the questions were answered, bro.
Yeah, so what?
Best,
so
okay,
why
wait,
you
best DJ
wait,
best DJ Newcastle. Best DJ Newcastle.
Why do people ask these questions, you know? You know what it is? I don't know how to answer that question.
You can stop stalling, man. Stop stalling.
I'm not stalling.
You're
I don't like awkward questions. Who or are you gonna ask who? Yeah, obviously I can't say me. So you're asking me to pick
Okay,
who's my favorite DJ in
best club in
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Best club in Newcastle.
I'll tell you the best bar in Newcastle.
That's not a question. Why deviate from the question? That's not a question, man.
Because the thing isn't it, right? You're putting me under pressure to say, how can you ask me who's the best DJ in Newcastle when we're all boys? But we're all boys though. Like, what do you want me to say, bro?
You just go, I don't know. You just say like Joe Sensation, or you say someone. I don't know. You say someone, innit?
Yeah, but I can't be biased like that, innit? Like, accuse my boys. Well, how many people are my boys? You know
It
what I
doesn't
mean?
matter if you're a boy or not, man. You gotta just judge it. If he's a good DJ, he's a good DJ.
Yeah, but we're all dope in our own respecting it.
Okay, come on,
But
best club. You can do best club.
best club is Jolu though.
Yeah.
That's probably a biased opinion,
What makes it the best club?
Drinks are dope, music is dope,
Mm.
and it's all about the music and drinks.
Best controller for someone to just get started on. I say SB2 or SB3, but that came out in a SB3.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
like
So
that's got everything. Because that's got
I
everything. That's got everything on it.
I agree.
I
agree, bro.
Yeah, don't let Eski get on zombies. On the zombies.
Don't let Eski get on the zombies. You know, that's all that I used to drink is zombies.
You're flipping alcoholic, man.
bro, I've been.
What's your drink? What's your go-to drink? What's your go-to drink now?
He said it, zombie, innit?
Okay.
That is actually my go-to drink.
Is it?
That is actually my go-to drink. Not that I've drank one in a long time.
Have you been keeping it sober during this time?
Yeah, I have, and
your kidneys and liver needed it, man.
Every single but the thing is, funny story. Every single time that I've drank, I've been sick. Not whilst I've been working in it. I mean, during quarantine, because obviously I've not drank for so long. I think I had 3 shots the other day, and I was sick. So my body's went from nah, bro. Honestly, my body's went from being conditioned to drinking it to can't handle a single shot now. I don't know how it's happened, but it's what it is, isn't it?
Were you a vodka person or what were you?
Rum. Yeah, definitely no vodka, fam. Come on.
What? Not even like the Belvedere, Ciroc? No, none of that. You're the rum.
Would you drink a potato?
Oh, shut up. We can't call it. Ciroc isn't a potato. Would you drink a potato? If it was blended, I'm joking.
But I feel like you get different drunk off different alcohols, innit? Like
rum just hits you differently though.
I feel like rum gives you a mellow vibe, whereas if I drink vodka,
it hits me differently, man. Like I get drunk quick on rum, quick.
Trust.
Like quick.
Yeah, but it's a vibe, innit?
Yeah, it's a vibe, but I don't want to get that drunk. But I don't want to get that drunk quick. I want to be going, man. I want to.
Yeah, but same time, if I drink vodka in it, I'm out like a light as well. So.
Nah, vodka's calm, man. I could drink flipping 1 liter and be fine. To be honest.
Nah, vodka tastes like acid.
I don't know what vodka you're taking, man. You're taking that £5.99 shit from the corner store.
Nah, fam. You're
taking that Glenn's vodka, bro. You're that Glenn's vodka.
Nah, bro. Even that Ciroc nonsense, fam. I'm not with it. It's just
Ciroc Red Berry, yeah. Ciroc Red Berry is the one.
Nah, I can't even gas you in it. Vodka's not my drink,
you can't even gas me. Ciroc is Ciroc, like.
Nah, I can't even agree with you in it, like.
Okay, yeah, but okay, right. Look at this, yeah. In a club, if you had a bottle show of Ciroc, Belvedere, or whatever, that would pop more than a rum bottle show.
Why?
What do you mean why? Everyone will look at it, but they see the 1.75 or they see the 3 liter Belvedere come through or Grey Goose. Everyone's gonna be like, oh shit, they got money. But if you've got 6 bottles of rum coming through, no one's gonna think you got money. You get me?
Yeah, but that's that's
You
a
know, but you
different
get me.
lifestyle.
That's I mean, you
That's a
get me.
different.
But you get me. Like no one looks at rum like that. So that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
like that's what I'm saying. Vodka's like the one in a club.
I suppose, but it's the cheapest, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cheapest. Yeah, rum's too expensive,
So
man.
there you go, in it. So you're either on that premium vibe or you're not in it.
Listen, you're on that premium vibe. You ain't got money. You got a vibe, bro.
Who said that?
Big
The
Phil.
cat's gone.
But okay. Yeah, literally, like when you get a bottle of Ciroc, it's like you're stunning, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
like
it
when you
depends
get a
what kind
bottle
of.
of, if you're getting a bottle of rum, that's just because like you're into your alcohol. You get me? You're not into showing off
Mm.
about your bottle.
Gotta get the bottle of Ciroc to stunt really, and then get the runs
And they're
flowing.
gonna rum
I agree.
afterwards.
I
What's your
agree.
take on these bottle shows? Like, do you think clubs are going towards that, or do you think that's just certain clubs,
I
or do you
think
think
that's just certain.
clubbing is literally just bottle shows, tables, blah blah
I
blah?
think I think it's just certain clubs anyway. Certain clubs that you go to and you want to stunt, and certain places that you go to and it's not a stunt vibe in it. I don't go out much in it
Mm.
other than working.
Yeah,
This is one thing that I realize when you're obviously you're doing your residencies, blah blah blah. There's no time to go out, and for me, going out is kind of like going to the office on my day off in it.
yeah.
So I prefer to be doing other stuff
You
than
get it free
going
anyway,
out,
man.
but.
You get it free, so it don't matter.
It's not about that, innit?
Yeah, but that's why
It's not about
that's why you
that.
don't want to say it because you're like, I get it free anyway. It don't matter when I come down to the
Nah,
club and I'm not working, I get it
it's
free.
not even it's not even about that, fam. It's not even about that. But one thing that I do enjoy about going out is just checking out what other people are doing in it, what other DJs are spinning,
Yeah,
etc.
definitely.
etc.
Do you kind of let's say you're not doing the warm up, you're doing prime time. Do you kind of go in the crowd to see what they're enjoying and kind of see what's happening, or do you turn up early to a set to see what DJ's playing and what the crowd's enjoying, or do you kind of just turn up and just see what happens?
I think over here it's not really so much of a case of that because bear in mind I've been doing the same residencies for at least 2 years now.
Yeah.
So you're kind of already like we already know that most of us spin together here, innit?
So you're
You
never
get what
gonna
I
get
mean? So
that
it's
anyway. So you kind of know what's happening.
yeah, pretty much.
Do you think because as you said you've been doing this for the last like 2 years in the same residency? Do you think clubs are less reluctant to kind of opening themselves up to other DJs and like looking outside
I
their
don't think
circle?
so. I don't think so, but I think when you're booking a DJ, it's for certain clubs anyways. It's whether the person goes with the brand.
Yeah.
Anyways, and I feel like if you're on a residency, then you're probably best. You're definitely best kept there because you go with the brand. You get what I mean? That's why you
Mm-mm.
end up.
Is that how you're gonna
Sorry, I'm
finish
just
it?
checking out the chat. I'm just checking out the chat, innit?
Bro,
Just
I'm gonna
seeing it. Just
I'm gonna
seeing who's
leave
in
you
there.
there, bro. I'm gonna leave you there, man.
That's blessings, bro.
Nah, but I appreciate you doing this, man. Like I know this is your first one. You gotta get more
Bro,
practice. You gotta get more practice now.
what do you mean, bro?
Like interview, just or being interviewed because like if you were on like Capital Extra or something, people would just tune off, bro.
Trust me. Trust me. Trust me.
Like
Trust
you
me.
message is done, and then he goes, "Yeah, that's it," and
Yeah.
I just go
Come on,
silent. Like
it's
what?
because it's question time, innit? You ask me a question, I answer your question, innit?
Yeah, but like you
Come
gotta
on,
try
bro.
and help and keep it flowing. You know, I can't be just doing all the
What?
talking.
So you want me to give you your interview questions?
No, I'm just saying like maybe
So you
give
want me
me
to
some
give
give
you
me
your
something
interview
to work.
questions?
No, give me something to like work the back off of your whatever you're saying.
Bro,
Like don't
you're
just
the
go silent.
interviewer,
Don't
innit?
get
You ask the question, I answer your question, innit? What do you want from a man, fam? You ask me a question, I answer your question, innit?
I better get some good like packs with the expansion packs or whatever you're giving me, man. Like I gotta get some good packs on this.
Nah. You know what you need to do, fam?
But,
You need to have your questions ready
alright, my questions were
at the
ready,
back.
bro.
Yeah, so I
Right.
don't understand. You know what? It's because I don't understand why you're complaining. Because if you
Because
ask someone a
I've
question,
never
innit,
had
yeah?
yeah, but yeah, but I've never had someone just go silent like that.
Well, I don't understand, fam.
Like I said, yeah, like this. You just go, I don't understand, and then it goes silent. Like, and I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Like, are you done? Are you want to go home?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm no,
want to go
because
home?
I'm saying I don't understand. I don't understand you you ain't just asking this question, innit?
Why you stuttering? Why you stuttering?
Man's not stuttering, fam. Chill,
Here you are.
chill,
Alright, bro.
chill, chill.
Alright, bro. Thank you, though, man. Like, I really appreciate it. I know you're
Nah, love,
busy. I
bro.
know you're busy.
Bro, I'm not. I ain't.
So why is it? Yeah, you're sitting out here, but why is it when if I DM'd you, if we weren't doing this and I DM'd you right now, you wouldn't reply till tomorrow?
What, bro,
Why is it? Why is
bro,
it? Like,
bro, bro. Let's leave it there, innit? Let's leave it
Why the
there,
girls
innit?
take up the DMs?
Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there.
Alright,
Let's
bro,
leave it
love,
there.
man. Love.
Love, bro. Thanks,
I
man.
take care though. But
Alright,
hope
take
to
care.
see you soon after quarantine, man.
You know, come on, bro.
Definitely. Take care,
Alright,
man.
take care,
See you.
bro.